Hey guys, am I audible? Guys, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start the today's session. Did you remember what we are going to cover today? Yesterday I told you. What is the topic? Remember the cloud formation. Guys, again it is not in your syllabus, but I am going to cover additionally. The cloud formation nowadays, in the interview, people are asking some question with respect to the cloud formation. Why I'm saying it is the additional topic because in DevOps I'm going to anyway going to cover Terraform. Terraform is much similar to cloud formation, but anyway, we will understand the basics with respect to the cloud formation. And while I'm talking the Terraform, that I will cover in the DevOps. Okay, fine. So, what is a cloud formation? Guys, cloud formation. What is cloud formation? Remember, see, right? Suppose if you want to launch any EC2, what basically you will do, you will go to the AWS management console and in the search bar, you will type EC2 from the compute service and you can give the instance type, you can give the AMI part and along with it to proceed without a key pair, you can attach some security group. If you want some kind of a VPC, whether it's a public subnet and private subnet, everything you will choose and the number of instances that you want, you can give it and you can click on launch instance. This is the basic step. Suppose if you want to create a S3, yeah, you can go for the bucket. You can create a bucket and you can give some bucket name. If you want to attach some role or access policy, if you want to send some kind of event notification, yeah, you can give it and you can create it. In the same way, you can create a VPC. You can create some other services also. See, and I'm saying whatever the services that I have mentioned, right, that we can able to create it with the help of your cloud formation also. Say for an example, if you are working in some IT company as a AWS engineer and you have the requirement, suppose you need to launch 10 EC2 instance and you need a 5 VPC and you require the 3 S3 bucket and also you have to configure multiple IAM role as well. And along with that, you need to do some kind of, say for an example, DynamoDB and RDS. DynamoDB and RDS also you have a requirement. Say for an example, you need to develop for DynamoDB and RDS also. What is the one way? Manually, you can go to your AWS management console. You can go to each dashboard and manually you can create the VPC, S3, EC2, IAM, DynamoDB, RDS, whatever the services that you want, you can able to create it with the help of manually by interacting with the AWS management console. And there are different ways in which you can able to create it. The one way is you can go for AWS management console. Through that, you can able to create all the services. Maybe consider like this is my infrastructure. You can build your own infrastructure from the scratch with the help of AWS management console. What is the another way? You guys can go for a programmatic way, right? You can go for programmatic way. When I say programmatic way, there are two options. One is using the Python or maybe some other programming language. You can write the code. Through that, you can able to build your own infrastructure. Or otherwise, you can go for Linux command, right? With the help of a Linux command also, you can able to manually create all the infrastructure. So this is the manual way. Everything we are building with the help of this management console or Python or Linux command. But suppose in a single shot, I need to create everything. Maybe what I'm saying, I need to introduce automation. I need to introduce automation. It means that I need to create an infrastructure, create an infrastructure from the scratch, through automation, through automation. It means that I need one service that should support infrastructure as a code service. You have to write some code. That code should build the infrastructure. Okay. Is there any tool available? Is there any services available? Yeah, we have a service called cloud formation. For this question, we have a service called a cloud formation. So using the cloud formation, you can provisioning the infrastructure automatically with the help of some template. That I will tell you what is the template and all. But what is the purpose of your cloud formation? We can prepare some, we can prepare some kind of infrastructure. We can provision the infrastructure automatically without manual intervention. Not like every services I need to go ahead and I need to create it. Not like that. Simply by writing some piece of code. When I say code, what? So we are going to use two kind of code. Either you can go for YAML file or you can go for JSON. Simple key pair. Simple key value pair. You can use it. Either you can use the YAML file or JSON file. So it is available in the form of template. So this template you can upload, thereby you can make the infrastructure. You can make one infrastructure. That's the reason cloud formation, we can call it as infrastructure as a code service. You can build your own infrastructure from the scratch with the help of a tool called, with the help of a service called a cloud formation. It is only for AWS. Cloud formation is one and only for AWS. It's a AWS specific. AWS specific. It is an infrastructure as a code service. Here we can able to build your own infrastructure from the scratch. So far clear? Are you getting anything? Are you clear so far?
Yeah, Dinesh.
See, instead of manually landing to your AWS management console, instead of searching each and every services, you basically provide some information and then you will create it. What basically here we are doing, using the cloud formation, we are building our own infrastructure in a single screen with the help of your cloud formation dashboard. We are going to build. For that, we need to upload some template. What is the template? Either you can upload the JSON template or YAML template. Through that, you can build your own infrastructure. See, your Lambda is a platform as a service, but your cloud formation is an infrastructure as a code service. Right? Fine. See, here we have an identifier. Here we have an identifier in your cloud formation. Basically, we can call it as stack. We can call it as stack. So whenever in EC2, what is the identifier? Instance. S3, bucket. In the same way, 1 minute guys. Only 1 minute. Right? So what I said, yeah. EC2 basically instance, BPC, there is no term. Like S3, we have called as a bucket. Right? In the same way, in cloud formation, we have a term or we have an identifier which is called a stack. We have an identifier called stack. So if you ask me what is stack, stack is a logical unit. Stack is a logical unit which contains all the resources we are provisioning. All the resources we are provisioning. I already told you, right? Using the cloud formation, you can able to build an infrastructure from the scratch automatically through the automation. So then obviously we have to include a multiple resources, right? You need a EC2, you need a S3, you need a VPC, you need a multiple resources for your infrastructure. then you have to include all those resources inside something, right? That's something which is nothing but stack. Stack is the logical unit which contains all the resources that we are provisioning. Maybe in a simple term, I can tell it's a kind of a folder. In a simple term, I can tell it's a kind of a folder. Inside we are provisioning. Here we are provisioning all the resources. All the resources with the help of some template, with the help of some templates. Either you can go for a JSON template or you can go for YAML template. Both is applicable. Either you can upload the JSON template or YAML template. So it is just a key value pair. Using that, you can able to build an infrastructure. You can build the infrastructure. So remember your cloud formation as a template, which is either you can go for JSON or you can go for YAML. So here what I need to do, once you have this template, right, you just feed this template. You have to feed this template into the cloud formation engine. You will feed this template into the cloud formation engine. It means that we are provisioning all your resources, right? We are provisioning all the resources. So these resources, you are grouping these resources inside the stack actually. Inside the stack. Yeah, let me tell you practically, don't worry. We are going to feed this particular cloud formation template into the stack. Say, for an example, let me take my first demo. For this session, I will take my first demo. For an example, I want to launch an EC2. Or maybe I want to design an EC2 using cloud formation. This is my first task. What is the first task? I am going to launch the EC2 instance with the help of a cloud formation. Let's see practical. So I will open here and go here. Let me close this and open AWS Management Console. Click on Sign into Console. And I have to give my credential. Let me quickly log into this particular application. Okay. So the MFA multi-factor authentication code, I have this one. Fine. What happened? Password is incorrect. Okay. Yes, I can able to log in now. Now let's create a cloud formation. See, in the search box, same way you can type a cloud formation. Here you can create and manage your resources with a template. I said, right? You can create and manage your resources with the help of a template. What is a template? Either YAML template or you can go for JSON template. Let me click on this. And here they have given AWS cloud formation. It is a model. It is a provision. All your cloud infrastructure. You can build your infrastructure. AWS cloud formation provides a common language to describe and provision all the infrastructure resources in your environment in a safe and repeatable way. So here we have an identifier called stack. In S3 we have a bucket. In EC2 we have an instance. In cloud formation there is a term called stack. In a stack only you have to load all your JSON or YAML template, any template that you have. So I am requesting you guys to watch this particular video also. If you have a time, you just watch this video, thereby will get some idea, basic understanding about how your cloud formation works. So let me, yeah, you know, right? You just go here and see this particular video. This is again 10 or 15 minutes video. Just to watch it. Now, let me create a start. You know how to create a start, right? Simple. Click on create a start. And here, we need a template, right? Suppose if you want to build your own infrastructure, you have to upload some template. There are 3 ways in which you can give the template to your AWS Cloud Formation dashboard. The one way is, if you already have a template in your local machine, you can select this one. The template is ready. If already you have a template. See, every stack is based on a template. And a template is a JSON or YAML file that contains a configuration information about your AWS resources that you want to include that particular stack. So it's a simple definition, right? So you have a template. Using the template, you can write either in the YAML format or JSON format that you need to upload to your stack. Thereby, you will get an infrastructure. That's a simple definition of your AWS infrastructure from the cloud formation. Now, if you already have a template, go with this one. Suppose if you are going to use some sample template, it is already available in your AWS cloud. There are different templates they have given, say LAMP stack, Ruby on Rails stack, WordPress. So they have given some sample template for you guys. You can use it, this sample template. Suppose if you are going to design some template, you can click on this. Using this, you can able to design your own template. If already template is available, go with this one. This one, if you want to get it from AWS cloud, this one, that if you want to design, if you want to design a template from the scratch. Any questions so far?
No.
So, yes, now I need a template, right? So what I'm going to select, I'm going to select this one because I already have a template. That template I'm going to upload. For that, I'm just clicking on this one. Template is ready. Template is ready. Now, if your template is already available in S3 bucket, you can click on this and you can give S3 URL. Simple storage service URL, you can give it. But suppose if your file is available in your local machine, then you can select this one, upload a template file. So if your template is available in S3, you can give it this one. But my template is not available in S3. My template is available in some local machine, my local machine. So for that, I'm just clicking on upload a template file. So let me click on choose file. But before that, I also got this template from the Google itself. Let me copy this. This is already available in Google. I'm just going to download that particular file. Press enter. So this is the file I want actually. This is the file. See here we have a template. So let me copy this. So let me copy this and I can open in the here. So this is the YAML base. This is not a JSON. This is YAML. So what I mentioned here what they have written, the instance name they have written. The instance name is my instance. You can give your name also. Any name you can give it. It is an instance name. And I'm going to create a EC2 instance. And there are 3 properties I have mentioned here. One property in which availability zone I have to launch this particular instance. I think US East -1A, which is from North Virginia. And I have to select the AMI. Which AMI? Amazon machine image. Which Linux machine I want. For that, this one. And what is the hardware type? T2 micro. This is the software part. And this is the hardware part. And which is the region or availability zone that I'm selecting here. Only 3 properties. So I can show you this one. See, just in Google it. Google it. AWS EC2 AWS EC2 sample template. Press enter and you will get the sample template from the AWS Cloud Formation. I will share you this URL also in the chat box. Okay. Now, let's see here. For an example, here I have to select the region. Let me select northern region. No, not this one. 1 minute. Let me this one. I can share you this URL also. Fine. See, here they have given some template. This template is easy to instance with a block device. Block device means EBS. Now, your template EC2 with the EBS with the help of a JSON. Suppose if you need in the form of YAML format, this is a YAML format. This is a YAML format. Suppose if you need the EC2 instance with a ephemeral drive, then this is the JSON and the YAML format. Suppose if you need the EC2 elastic IP address, then this is the JSON and YAML file. You can find it here, the sample template. Right? Whenever if you have a requirement, you can search it here and you can get the template, either in the form of JSON or YAML. That's your wish. That's your wish. See, let me clicking on this one also, not this one. Sample template. Yes. Can you see here? They have given YAML file template and JSON template. AWS have good documentation, guys. So just to type a snippet actually. Snippet for cloud formation EC2. Like that I am searching. So it's a template, you will get it. For any services if you want. Suppose if you need the EC2, you can click on this. For DynamoDB, they have given the template. For RDS, you have a template. S3 bucket, you have a template. SNS, you have a template. For each and every services, they have given a template. You can use this template actually. For my demo, I'm just going to launch EC2 instance. For that, I will use this particular template. Just I am selecting only 3 property. Say I will, once again, 1 minute, sample template for EC2 using cloud formation. I have to show one thing, and it is not available now. Northern Virginia region and sample solution. No, not this one. No, this is also no. Not this one. I think this one. Yes, this one. Can you see here? Suppose if you take the EC2 instance, right? EC2 instance. Here you can define multiple properties. You can fill the availability zone, block device mapping, CPU option, credit specification, disable API termination, EBS optimized. There are many properties, guys. There are many properties you can able to define it based on your requirement. It is very difficult, right? If you go with the Linux command or if you go with the Python or you can go with some other or see management console also, it's very difficult to define each and every property. But if you go with the YAML, simply you can edit this file and you can upload. That's it in the cloud formation. So here even though we have a many property, what we are taking only 3 property. It is enough to me. One is availability zone, another one is image ID, third one is instance type. That's it. Now let me show you practically. See, I have a file, right? So let me save this file. I can save this file. Say, I'm going to save this file on my desktop, saying that this is ec2.yaml, like that I'm saying. It's a YAML file. That's the reason we have to give the extension called .yaml. Click on save. That's it. Now we have a ec2.yaml file. Now I'm going to upload this YAML file. Just click on here and we have desktop. Here we have a ec2.yaml file. It is a YAML file. Click on open. That's it. You have a ec2.yaml file. Right? Suppose if you want to see this YAML, what is the designer? Can you see view in designer here? And let me open this in a new tab. when you go here, can you see here what happened? In this the designer document, it is created one instance which is called my instance. This is the name we have given actually. What the name I have given? My instance, right? That's the reason you are seeing my instance. So using this, can you see here the resources? My instance, what is the type? EC2 instance. And the availability zone is this one and image ID. I'm sorry, I'm making the mistake. It is not a Mumbai region. Actually, I have to change the region, which is North Virginia. Once again, let me click on upload your file and click on a choose file. And I will select this one, click on open. Now, let me open this in designer. Okay. Yes. Where is that? Let me show. 1 minute. Let me leave this. I'm leaving this and open this. Where is the file? File. Okay, here. Yeah. This is the. Okay. So this is the instance, right? So using this designer document, suppose if you don't know how to write the YAML file and all, in this case, you can open this design document and you can design. Thereby, the cloud formation that will create your infrastructure. So this one, this option. That time you have to select this option. Create a template in designer. Now I have a YAML file. I'm just uploading it. I have a YAML file. Just I am uploading it. So let me tell you. Click on next. And you have to give the stack name. Say I'm giving demo stack hyphen. Now to make unique, I'm giving the date, today's date, and the parameter. This section I will talk later. Let me leave it. Click on next. And the rest of the portion, let me click on next. I'm just leaving everything. Take it as default. Click on submit. So now, can you see here? Here we have an event. It is create in progress. So this resources, right? Whatever you have included into the stack, it is creating now. But it is not created yet. It is under the process. See? So what it is happening? It is creating a my instance. My instance is the resource. Resource creation is initiated. So all the activity you can able to see under the event. Suppose if you have click on resources, what is the resources that you are creating? I am creating the my instance. EC2 instance I'm creating. So that you can see it under the resources. Event is activity. What kind of activity is happening? Yeah, it is created now. It is created now. Let me click on this resources now. It is saying it is created. It is created. Suppose which code you have written, right? That you can find it under the template. Can you see a template? This is the code you have uploaded. This is the YAML file you have uploaded. This is the YAML file you have uploaded. And clicking on stack information, you can see the detailed explanation about the stack. So what kind of information you have given, right? All those information, you can find it under the stack info. But event, it is what kind of process happened with respect to this demo stack. And the resources, you can find this one. And the output, that's it. Let me check. Is there any resources got created or not? How? Can you see the physical ID? Can you see the physical ID, right? Let me clicking on this physical ID. You will see. Click on this physical ID. Now, in your AWS management console, can you see instances running now? Under the instances, instance is running. So how the instances is running? Because you have created YAML file and you uploaded to the cloud formation. That's the reason you can able to see this particular instance. So like that, maybe this time I have created only one EC2. But if you are working with a big project, that time if you want to create a build infrastructure, then in that case, when you upload the YAML file to the cloud formation, automatically you will get all the services are up and running. So using the cloud formation, you basically, using the cloud formation, we can prepare some YAML or JSON template, and we upload them, upload them to cloud formation, Thereby what we will get? Thereby we can create an infrastructure. So that's the purpose of your cloud formation. So cloud formation simply it allow you can provisioning the infrastructure. You can provisioning the infrastructure automatically with the help of a template, guys. With the help of templates. Using the template, we can able to create our own infrastructure automatically. Any questions so far?
Dinesh?
Tell me, Jaya.
Yeah, like apart from, like if I want to do some changes in the instance, so in the template we can go ahead and change, will it reflect?
Jaya, to answer your question, my next topic is same.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Any other question with respect to our cloud formation so far?
And so if we don't know the YAML file, like what to write, so everything we can get it in the links, like Google, we can get it, right?
Not in Google actually.
Or you said,
Suppose
can you show us that, like we can create by template, like by adding, there is some option, right? Apart from this specified template, there is some other options. Three options were there.
This one.
No, not the code. It is like
Yeah.
just below the stack.
Yes, listen. See.
Okay.
Now suppose one more thing I need to add it here. See, suppose I have a stack. Now for an example, I am going to delete this stack. Can you tell me when I delete this stack, whatever the resources that I have attached, right, will it deleted or not? Tell me. When I delete my resource or stack, will it delete all the resources associated with this particular stack? Yes or no?
Yeah, it will.
But remember earlier, when we configure multiple services, individually I need to go ahead and I need to delete it, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
But when we do the same operation with help of a cloud formation, with help of a stack, when you delete it, right, your EC2 instance also will be getting deleted. That's the advantage in your cloud formation. Can you see here delete initiated for your stack? So let me refresh this one. And here it is saying delete in progress. Delete in a progress, you can find it here. And in the event also, delete in progress. If I see the EC2 instance, let me refresh this, and it is saying shutting down. So that's one more advantage with help of your cloud formation. Remember, Jaya, yesterday also we discussed. So individually we need to go ahead and we need to delete entire resources. Thereby, it is very difficult, right?
Yeah. It is very difficult, right? Yes, it will take everything, right? VPC,
yes.
VPN, every.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever
all
the
services we
can.
Whatever the services that you are. Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Actually, we use it regularly. This one or
In the
maybe
real-time cloud
it
formation.
is yeah, real time, right? Real time, it really works well, I think.
Yes, correct.
Yes, correct.
Fine. So it got terminated. And here also you can check the status, got deleted. Your resources got deleted. See, let me refresh. Here you can see the delete completion. Now, let me click on create start. So template is already ready means fine. But suppose if you are going with a sample template, you can create your template here. From here, they have given some WordPress block, LAMP stack, Ruby on Rails stack, WordPress block. So this is already they have defined actually. They have a predefined template here, inbuilt a template here from the AWS cloud. You remember in the previous session also we were talking about the Lambda. That time we have a AWS policy template. AWS policy template. In the same way, microservice we have used, right? Simple microservice. The same way in AWS, in the cloud formation, we have a predefined template here. You guys can use it. Suppose if you have a requirement, it align with this particular sample template. In some cases, suppose I need to create a template with help of a designer. Suppose if you are the beginner, you don't know how to write the YAML file, you don't know how to write the JSON file. So in that case, you can create a template in a designer actually. You can create a template in a designer. Say I'm clicking on create template in designer. Here you can create your own template. How? See, here I'm searching, say suppose I want to launch EC2 instance. In the left-hand side panel, right? We can search EC2. Where is EC2? This is EC2. And this EC2 provides something called instances, right? Click on this and click on this. You got the instances right now. Can you see you got the instances? And let me show this one. You can add the properties here. Suppose if you want to select some availability zone, you can add the availability zone. Where you will get the availability zone and all. Here, you have a template, right? Here you have a template. So whatever the property that you want, you can copy the template and you can paste it here under the properties. That's it. So if someone is the beginner, they don't know YAML file, they don't know JSON file and all, they basically create all the thing through the designing. They will prepare here. Suppose if you need the S3 bucket, you can go the S3 bucket. See, let me create an S3 bucket. So where is the S3? Simple storage service. Let me show. This is related to EC2. Close it. And I have S3. Yes. Okay. See.
There is no search option, Dinesh,
Yeah,
here.
no such option.
No such option.
Oh, okay.
When you click on S3 here, and then here you can create the bucket also. If you want the bucket, you can add in the bucket. And you can make all the design here. Say, are you clear?
Yeah. But in this resource, we can down in the properties. So the location and all, we can just
we have to
change
customize.
it, right?
Yeah, we have to
Those things we have to
customize it.
We have to customize.
Only we get the frame. So whatever details,
That you want to fill, you have
redirecting
to fill it.
details, we have.
You have to fill it.
Okay. So we have to do it here itself below.
Yeah, you just to copy
Yeah,
this.
you just to copy this.
Or otherwise you can edit it
Or
here.
otherwise you can edit it here.
Can you see here?
Yeah, we can
Can
edit
you
it.
see here?
Yeah.
So you can write whatever you want here. Everyone clear so far?
Yes, Dinesh, got it.
Okay. So will you able to explain, right, at the time of interview, what is the cloud formation? Any questions so far?
No, this.
Fine. Now, my next topic, yes. So the topic is change set. Change set. What is change set? Change set means, suppose in my previous demo, what I have done? In my previous demo, what I have done? I have launched the EC2 instance. I have launched an EC2 instance using CloudFormation template. CloudFormation template, right? And it's a plain EC2, right? Nothing I have given there. Plain EC2, this one. So it means that I have given only the image ID, means that AMI, and I have given the instance type, and along with that, I also given what? The availability zone. That's it. Now, suppose what if you want to update your EC2? Say for an example, I have a requirement. Scenario like I have a requirement, I need to attach with this EC2, I need to attach the security group. And also, I need to attach some elastic IP address. You have a requirement like this, guys. So already you have a EC2 instance. Now you want to attach security group and elastic IP address. One way is I have to delete the existing CloudFormation stack and I have to create the new stack from the scratch. Thereby we can add the image ID, instance type, availability zone, security group, and elastic IP address. That's the one way. The another way is, what is the another way? I have to update. I have to update the existing security group. I have to update the existing security group. How can I update the existing security group? With the help of change set. This is your question, right? Chaya?
Yes, Dinesh.
Yeah. So in order to update your existing stack, we have a concept called change set. Let me explain that one. See, quickly, I will create one stack. Template is ready. Okay. I will click on upload a template file. I will click on choose file. I will choose this one. Click on open. And here, click on next. And I'm going to give some name. Say this is demo-ec2-YAML, like that I have written. Then after that, click on next. Simple. Click on this. Click on next. That's it. I'm going to create a stack here. So it is currently in progress. Currently in progress. My resources is not yet created. Create in progress. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to update this particular existing stack. So what I'm going to update? I'm going to update the security group and elastic IP address. For that, and I will have one more file actually. So it is also I have taken from the Google itself. So let me paste it here. And here we have my resources. Let me copy this and I can put it in another notepad. Say here I will paste it. So if you ask me what is available here, the same EC2 instance I'm going to update. What I'm going to update? I'm going to update the one factor that I'm going to update, which is elastic IP address. I'm going to update the elastic IP address. You know, right? Elastic IP address. It is a static address that I'm going to upload for EC2. This is one. The second one, I'm going to update the security group. In default, what is the security group for this one? Let me check. Go here. And what is the security group? And this is still in progress. Let me refresh. Create completed and click on this physical ID. I can see under the instances is running. And what is the security group? Let me click on security. It is a default security group. Now I'm going to change the security group. I'm going to add some custom security group. I need to add some custom security group. For that, I have a YAML file. So SSH security group. So I'm going to add some security group here with help of a TCP protocol, something I have done here. And what is my second job? Second job, I will add one more, which is server level security group also I'm adding. One is I am adding SSH security group and another security group that I'm adding server level security group. SSH security group, server level security group, another one is EIP, elastic IP address. So for my instance, I'm doing some customization with respect to elastic IP address, SSH security group, and server security group. Server security group is HTTP. HTTP I'm adding 80, right? HTTP. And what else I'm doing? What else I'm doing? That's it actually. That's it. So this is the thing I'm adding. So let me save this file in the desktop itself. This is update -ec2.yaml file and click on save. That's it. This is my YAML file. Now let me go to CloudFormation. I need to update this one, right? This one I need to update. Can you see update here? Update. Click on this update. And are you going to use the current template or you are going to replace the current template? I am going to replace the current template. Already I have a template that I am going to update. Replace the current template. Or suppose if you want to edit the template in the designer document, you can go for this one. So let me use this and upload a template file. I already have a file also in my local machine. Can you see update -ec2.yaml? That I'm going to open. That's it. Click on next. And if you want to set some parameter, you can set it. For my demo, I don't want the parameter and all. That I can. Parameter means what? Parameter is nothing but suppose while creating, I want to give some AMI. I want to give some kind of instance type. Yeah, you can set some parameter. How? With the help of this YAML file. What you guys need to do in YAML file, you need to write a coding in such a way that it will open the parameters, guys. Suppose whatever the value that you have given, right? This value and all we have given. This value and all we have given. Maybe I want to give this value through the parameter. Here maybe there is a multiple column. Here you have to select. Is there any way? Yeah, we have that way. How? You have to do some customization in the YAML file. When you do the customization in YAML file, right? In the runtime you can select. While creating the CloudFormation stack, you can select which region, which availability zone, what is the AMI, what is the image ID, everything. You can select it here itself. But as of now, I didn't do any customization on the YAML file. That's the reason I'm not able to see here anything. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Guys, confirm? Fine. So let me click on next and leave everything as it is. Click on next. Leave everything as it is. Click on submit. Click on submit. See here. Here you can see update in progress. Update in progress section. And can you see the resources? Resources update in progress. It is not get updated yet. It is not updated yet. So update in progress. What happened? Update failed. Why? Update failed means there is a problem with the YAML file. When seeing the fail, maybe there is a issue with this YAML file. There is a error in this YAML file. Okay. I'm changing the availability zone. That's the problem. So let me copy this file and then I'm going to use the image ID. So image ID. No, 1 minute. Copy this. Paste it. And instance type is T2 micro. Is that right? Instance type is T2 micro. That's fine. Save this file. Once again, let me try to upload. And okay. Click on event and resources. Okay. Let me update. Replace the current template and upload a template file. Click on choose file. This one. Click on open and click on next and click on next. Next. Finally, I'm going to click on submit. Click on submit. Now still it is an update in progress. We'll see. We'll see whether it is. No. Let me check. Resource creation initiated. Okay. Let's see. No, still it is in under the process. Different class. Yes, update is completed, right? Now update is completed. Now let me check. Let me check the instance type. Close this. And my instance is running. Now click on security group. Can you see? An additional security group got attached right here. The additional security group got attached. So, and also I can see the elastic IP address. And I can see the fixed IP address here. Elastic IP address. Now this is how you can update your existing stack also with the help of a change set. With the help of change set. Can you see, click on this change set? Can you click? Okay, this time it is not available. Suppose if you want to create any change set, you can click on this and you can create it as well. And whatever the template that you have added here, that got uploaded here. And is there any parameter? No parameter. Is there any outputs? No output. But the resources got updated. See, my resources got updated. Are you getting my point, guys? Yes or no? Guys, quickly.
Yes, Dinesh.
Any doubt?
Yes, Dinesh.
Okay. So,
Dinesh,
yeah.
when we Google the code, okay, how to know whether it's correct or not? Until implement, we don't know, right?
Yes, correct. Until
Because if we are not pro in the coding, then done.
Yes, correct, Jaya. So unless or until we implement, we don't know whether it is correct or not. So in the architect level, you must know how to write the code from the step by step. But if you are playing as a DevOps engineer and all, maybe in that case, maybe better to avoid. But if you know, that's the added advantage. So suppose if you want to write the code from the scratch level, then you have to do the enough practice. You have to refer enough documentation. Then only you can able to write the YAML file or JSON file.
Okay.
The most of the time in the real time, the people, they will not write the code from the scratch, but they will refer the documentation. They will refer the documentation, slowly they will copy and paste, and they will again edit the document. Like what is the image ID, they will edit it. What is the content type, they will edit it. Everything they will edit it.
Like as we change the location,
Correct.
something like
Yes.
that, right?
Correct. It's a common template actually. It's a common template. Even if you make a silly mistake with respect to the spelling mistake, that also it won't create any instance, that won't create any services. So the template should be common, but only the information you can edit it. Name, your name, right? Name you can edit it, but name you cannot edit it. The attribute name you cannot edit it. Only the value you can edit it. Fine.
Okay.
So I hope you got some better idea with respect to the cloud formation, guys. So please practice. I will share you these two template. You just upload in the cloud formation and see the demo. For interview point of view, you just remember what is cloud formation, why do I need to go for the cloud formation, what is the advantage here, those information you must have. And yeah, fine guys. We'll see tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, Dinesh.
Bye.
Dinesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday's the Lambda creation, like the demo 3, it is not creating actually, it's giving error.
Okay. Okay. So can you
So
take
can
the
you
photo and send it to me?
take the photo and send it to me?
Yeah, sure. I will send you right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.